Burns is probably the only one.
YouTubers. Did you hear Innuendo Studios posted a video called "Being a YouTuber Bankrupted Me"?
What? What is that? No. What the f are you talking about? I need to just see the prompt on here. Being a YouTuber bankrupted me? Huh? What the f is this? 100,000 views? Big sigh. Oh no. Oh God, what is this?
Hey everyone. Ian from Innuendo Studios here. Here to let you know that
it's Chud Logic. Wait, it's literally Chud Logic post for Nasta Rage. He's gone too far and he's had to stop taking the medication.
For the time being, Innuendo Studios is taking a break.
Yo, Toxic, thank you.
You said my code words, breadtuber, and broke YouTuber.
I think we're gonna deviate. We're gonna get to everything. We're gonna get to everything. I need to watch this. I need to see this. So there's a GoFundMe. He's linked his resume to his video description. This is a 500,000 sub YouTuber. What is help Ian with debt? $87,000. What the f? What happened? Donations are closed after it. What? What? How did this guy get $150,000? Why? All right, maybe this guy deserved it. I don't know. Wait, is this his revenue? What is happening? Hey everybody, I don't know how to write this message. What did I even say? I'll start with a thank you. Absolutely overwhelming. This is an update. Where is the original post? See older updates. Dude, I think this is gross. Hey everybody, I don't know how to write this message. What do I even say? I'll start with thank you. Where is the... Am I fucking stupid? Did I scroll past it? Oh, no. Read more. Okay, this is it. Between back taxes, fees, and credit card debt, and currently in collections, a bailout of loans from loved ones, running Innuendo Studios for 11 years has put me $87,000. Dude, how many... I gotta ask, how many Funko Pops does this guy have? How many Funko Pops does this guy have in his fucking house? How many fucking, like, arcade machines are in this guy's basement? How many Star Wars collectibles does this guy own? I'm suspending the channel and getting a day job, but would welcome anyone who'd want to pitch in to help the debt. Back taxes and fees, $59,000. Dude, wait, what? Were you just not paying your taxes? Assuming I can correct an inaccurate audit from 2019, you have $18,000 in credit card debt,
Nick DeOrio,
and your family has
Mr.
loaned you
Oreo.
approximately $10,000.
Hassan finally managed to pour his BDS drink into a glass this stream. So instead of freely advertising BDS, he's just financially supporting them.
He didn't
couldn't
pay
make
his
the
tax.
change from the girl that ran up on him a year ago, though.
True. Dude,
What's the name of the
I think
the
it's
guy
evil.
from Keemstar Orbiter?
I think it's legitimately
Nick
evil
DeOrio,
to be a YouTuber
Mr.
and beg your
Oreo.
audience to pay your taxes. I think that's like legitimately evil behavior. I think you can make that mistake one time and you should own up to it, but I don't think you should beg your audience for the money. Like a lot of YouTubers, especially young ones, don't realize that like the huge paychecks that you get when you get started or whatever, that are more money than you make at your fucking job or whatever, aren't taxed. They're not pre-taxed like money. So then they fucking spend it all or whatever in the first couple of months and they go, holy shit, dude, what are quarterly taxes? Whoa! What do you mean the government takes half my money? I think you can make that mistake one time. I don't think you can make that for $57,000 or $59,000.
along, and
Yeah.
there's a chance it might be permanent.
Maybe this guy did, maybe something happened. Maybe like a fucking family member got hurt or whatever and he's been taking care of them. Maybe there's like a reason why this is happening that I'm judging too harshly.
A break. I'm not sure for how long, and there's a chance it might be permanent. Well, you've seen the title of the video.
Now, if you're getting a job, riddle me this. Why not just continue doing the channel and then do your day job? Maybe I'm an exclusive club of people. Maybe I benefit too much from remote work in some capacity because I'm a hybrid worker. But like, why suspend your channel if you do make money from your channel and then also get like a job? Why not just do
I
both?
recommend watching
And just
Nicholas
do this less.
DeOrio's latest video.
If you are old
So-
enough to not have hair, you are old enough to pay quarterly taxes.
Wait, if you're old enough to not have hair, you're old enough to pay. Yeah, literally. Well, I don't think most people pay quarterly taxes. I guarantee, like, the vast majority of you probably don't. If I had to guess, it only makes sense if you're doing like, if I was just doing like the Epic Games Fortnite creator code and that was my only, I would just pay at the end of the year and pay whatever little fine comes my way. I wouldn't really be bothered by it. But with YouTube and like Twitch and stuff like that, you really do have to. Otherwise, those fines kind of add up.
So that is not hyperbole. It's not strictly speaking true. Like bankruptcy is only one of several options.
By the way, I didn't do quarterly taxes for the first 5 years I was on YouTube. But when you do video essays once per month, you're not really making a substantial amount of money
right now, but it is a very real and likely possibility. I've been saying,
how many views does a channel have? Innuendo Studio, you have to guess a couple million, right? Let me see. Innuendo Studios has 50 million views. Yeah, 50 million. Jesus. I don't know how much that really is. We're averaging like, what? On a low month, we're getting like, that's like 4 years of this channel, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm off. I don't know my estimate.
that doing this job is making
Like of what we've been hitting, if we keep hitting the numbers we've been hitting since like December.
ends meet for a while. And it has in the sense that most months I end with my bank account at least nominally in the positive. Not all, but most.
Dude, no. Okay. If you're barely scraping by on YouTube by ad revenue with no other income sources, you're not a YouTube, like, you should not be a full-time YouTuber. Full-time YouTube should be a luxury for people who have like successfully filled their bank account to the point where if they lose income for 6 consecutive months, they could still go. Like, all right, when you buy an expensive item, they say if you can't buy it like fucking 10 times over or something, you probably can't afford it. You can't afford to do YouTube if you're on month-to-month survival basis. You need to get a regular job.
But if making ends meet is supposed to entail things like being able to settle up your credit card debt or settle up personal loans you take from friends and loved ones, or being able to pay the 30% in taxes that freelancers own every April, taking a full account.
Oh, fuck you, dude. No, okay, listen, all right. Yeah, on YouTube, you get an extra, you have to pay extra taxes, yes. You have to pay the Social Security taxes, yes. But, like, that's always been how it works. Again, this is something you learn one time, and then you budget for that, knowing that you're being taxed more than other people. Because, yes, you become a small business by being a YouTuber. Or there's other ways around that. You can contact an accountant and they can set you up with like an LLC or something, or an S corp that could help fix that a little bit, and then you don't have to pay as much of it. But like, yeah, this is just part of being a fucking YouTuber, dude. You pay extra taxes.
Been running this channel at a loss for 7 years, and between
that's why you write off everything you can. Yeah, literally. Well, it depends on if you're Schedule E or Schedule C. If you're not making a ton of money and it's not really a job, I think you can go Schedule E. And Schedule E means that you're not able to deduct, but you're saved those Social Security taxes. If you're Schedule
What's
C,
the name of the guy?
You are getting that, but you can also write off shitloads of things. Shitloads of video related stuff.
back taxes, I owe the government a maxed out credit card that is in collections. And
yeah, 56 million views. How do you run at a loss for 7 years? Exactly. Thank you, Mischief.
money I owe to a few people who've bailed me out. I have a total accumulated.
Chris, can you send me what you're talking about? Chris is telling me in chat. I don't want any spoilers. Maybe it comes up in here. Apparently, he's donating his AdSense revenue to defund the police. Why? You don't have any money.
I recommend watching Nicholas
pushing
DeOrio's
$100,000.
latest video.
And
Kristen Ark is screaming in chat right now. He just streamed about this yesterday. He
Yeah,
has all the
Chris, send
lore.
me something. We're not doing this all night. I'm going to stop this in a couple of minutes, but I need to understand this because this is so fucking weird. Whoever donated, you've completely derailed the stream. Thank you.
I'm not going to say I'm perfect at managing money. There wasn't a life I could have been living these past 7 years where I would
I
have earned
recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's
$100,000
latest
more than I
video.
did.
Wait, whoa, what?
Past 7 years where I would have earned $100,000 more than I did.
Bro, what's $100,000? Bro, you've been living in debt for 7 years. I don't think $100,000 even gets him out of that. Well, I guess it gets him out of it now, but that still puts him slightly over zero. You're 87,000 in debt.
Goat.
Where's all the other money?
My man.
So, backers on Patreon already know about this. When I told them it was framed
Like,
as,
even if he got an extra $100,000 over the last 7 years, that means he has a grand total of fucking... he has $11,000 to his name if he did have that money. That's nothing for him.
you know, I'm gonna probably do some kind of fundraiser or do a Patreon relaunch. There's a bunch of stuff I've been doing over on Patreon that I still hadn't even like announced.
Why are you relaunching Patreon if you don't have any money?
Here on YouTube yet?
Big shout out to
But,
Nicholas DeOrio.
Why is Patreon not something that was configured 7 years ago?
I just can't take it anymore.
I set goals on YouTube, and the goal is to get another goal. Okay? You don't have to be that crazy with this. If people want to support you, they'll fucking support you.
This is just a lot of strain to put on me and put on my family. And I've felt for a long time that like I'm on the verge.
Yeah, wait, he's launching a Patreon and he's quitting. I didn't even fucking realize that. He's announced a Patreon and quitting. What the fuck?
Verge of, you know, kind of like making
He's relaunching the Patreon now that he's quitting. Okay.
it. Like I've been dancing around the periphery for a while, you know, back in 2020.
Okay, I've been said there's a video on cucks that he's made, because of course he has. And I can't watch it because it's filled with pornography. But I've been sent this screenshot. For the remainder of my own personal social distance hellhole, Innuendo Studios will be releasing faster, looser, higher volume, low polish videos on a semi-regular schedule. 100% of ads will be donated to the Critical Resistance, a prison and police abolition group. Black Lives Matter. The first Pride was a riot. Disarm and defund the police. This guy doesn't have any money and he's sending it to fucking... Maybe that was a tax thing that he thought he could just write off all... Oh, if he writes off all of his AdSense, it'll like help his... Did he donate all of his money before he paid his taxes? Like, let's say he made $150,000 in a year. Did he donate a significant portion of that and then keep some to live off of? And then not realize that he still has to pay taxes on that money? I'm so fucking... The video calls the word cuck racist. Oh, God. Who is this guy?
Before COVID happened, you know, like the numbers were really doing good. The Patreon was really solid. I was making more money than I'd ever made. And it really seemed like it was
The reality is these kinds of people that you're looking at right here, they're the ones who fell into YouTube's success. They're probably not very algorithmically savvy. They're probably not very talented. He comes from 7 years ago YouTube, which means he probably just got extremely lucky. And YouTube is it's a big beneficial avenue for people who don't possess regular life skills and they wouldn't find success in the real world, because you can kind of just sit behind a camera and just do this kind of thing. And it's like until something comes and creates a problem, things can go very smoothly for a very long period of time.
Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
You ever, like, that's why there's so many like not well-adjusted people that find success.
I keep heading that way, and then they just started to
It's how the boogies of the world got to where they are. Like, that boogie would be like a homeless man if he wasn't a YouTuber.
and it's never really recovered. You know, once I hurt my back and I couldn't work for a while, and life just got more expensive.
He says I couldn't work for a while. So how long ago was a while?
It's really seemed like, especially with joining Nebula and everything, it keeps feeling like if I could just hang on a little longer, I get it cracked. And I'd become one of those like fully self-sustained people. And
Dude, it's been
maybe
7 years.
Maybe if I could hold on a
Nicholas,
little longer, I would.
the goat.
Hey, Rags.
Thank you for the $5.
I can't.
Man.
All right, I'm going to
can
give him
keep
some
struggling.
support right now.
In the meantime,
All right, buddy,
So,
you gotta dream
for
big.
now,
Okay,
We're
dream
gonna call
big.
this a sabbatical. I'm
Dude,
not.
oh no, he used the word sabbatical. Oh god, what kind of content does he make? That's like a dog whistle for the most insufferable content. If anyone what the Oh no. A case study in digital radicalism, Gamergate. What have you shown me? What
You
is
need to
this?
switch me off or mute me. You have my blessing. Brace
What's the name of
yourselves.
the guy?
Oh
from
no.
Keemstar Orbiter?
Oh
Nick
no.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Officially quitting.
How are bread tubers
It's
so
possible I will
consistent in
find.
It's a
losing
bread
money?
tuber. It's
Right.
another
Surely
poor
you would
bread
have realized
tuber.
something was wrong when you were operating the channel in the red for 7 years.
It's another poor bread tuber.
Part-time work, which means that if it's enough.
Wait, that's so true. He has a resume in here, and he's been fucking doing nothing for 7 years.
Hours
What's on the
that brings in
resume?
Decent money that I could supplement Patreon and AdSense with. I could keep doing this part-time, which is, when I started out, that's what it was. It was a thing I was juggling with freelancing in school. So
Oh no, this is his resume. Let's look at this. Okay. This is too many words for a resume. This doesn't look good. Just gonna throw that out there. Profile. Producer with 20 years of experience dating back to my first gig editing DVD bonus features for a post-feminist documentary on Barbie. This guy's not getting the job. The first line of the fucking resume is producer with 20 years of experience dating back to my first gig editing a bonus feature for a post-feminist documentary on fucking Barbie. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Last job, 2014. Dude, this is so bad. Holy fuck, bro. Proficient in Adobe Premiere, Adobe Animate, Final Cut Pro, Audacity, OBS, dude. He's proficient in OBS. Oh god, dude, this is so fucking bad. This is so awful. WordPress.
I recommend
and I
watching
could probably
Nicholas
kludge.
DeOrio's latest
Dude,
video.
the closest thing to coding is like I know some
Professionally
HTML probably. Oh Jesus. Fierce commitment to social justice. Dude, sir, this is to work at McDonald's.
Yourself, Keffels.
Sir, you're a Walmart
Nicholas
greeter.
DeOrio.
What does it matter?
Appreciated the shout out.
What is
Bread
it?
tuber who doesn't want to get a real job and is bad with money.
Oh
A tale as
no.
old as time.
You know what this is? You ever see one of those fucking like one of those 40-year-old wife slaves who are like, my wife told me I have to sell my Star Wars collectible, and then they go up on Facebook Marketplace and they put it up for $10,000. It's like, honey, nobody's buying it. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's like they put up the thing to appease their wife, but they really didn't want to sell it. This is the job resume version of that. It's like, oh, I gotta get a job, guys. I don't know why no one's hiring me. I made the resume. I put it up there. It's like you make a bad resume on purpose to become unhireable.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
So let's read this, all right, guys. Fierce commitment to social justice with politics as left as situations will allow. Flexible, improvisational, good with creative solutions and constructive feedback. Deep knowledge and deeper curiosity about education, art, grassroots
What's the name of
organization.
the Keemstar
Great with
Orbiter?
words.
Nick Oreo.
Dude,
Mr. Oreo.
Dude, this guy in this fucking thing wrote great with words, bro. Give up. Holy shit, give up. Works well to deadlines, respectful to coworkers, and comrades, chat. He's respectful to his fellow comrades. Give this guy a job at Bungie. Oh boy, what is going on here? Speaks a little Spanish. Chat. You're getting a bilingual Andy. Has been first aid certified in the past, is not currently first aid certified, but I mean, if somebody goes down, he's probably your best bet at survival. Oh no, dude. Willing to renew. Always happy to be part of a team. Oh, well, you're gonna do great at Target. Holy fuck, dude. So this is education. Massachusetts College of Art and Design. And of course, chat, no offense to anybody here, but he's got an arts degree. He's got a degree in art. Yay. Guy, this is literally the bread tube video dude, he's got a fucking art degree. That's crazy. After school educator, 2009 to 2011. Program curriculum for students grades K through 5. First during a year of service with AmeriCorps, then 2 semesters running a self-designed program with the Boys and Girls Club of Providence, and finally as an in-home tutor with Club Z. Worked exclusively with low-income children and families while oh wow, look this good guy here. Let's hire him. Crocheted Mountain Foundation. What is that? Crotched Mountain Foundation.
Tweet
Served as an on-site caretaker for an elderly man with severe autism, cooked his meals, provided enrichment, and washed his clothes, assisted with bathing and hygiene, and served as a liaison between Crotched Mountain and his legal guardians. Wait, he lives on Road Smaggle, dude. This is your future, dude. All right, now this is the big work history. Okay, created a YouTube channel and took it from hobby to side hustle to full-time job. All right, well, I think you're selling yourself. I mean, listen, they don't tell people to go on here and say, I was a shitty employee at my previous job, but yeah, I don't know if they watch your vid. Wow, let's see what kind of YouTube channel he runs. I've been in the red for 7 years. Okay, so that's not good. What else do we have here? Swedish documentary has been nominated for a journalistic award. As it stands, the channel has over 500,000 subscribers and 50 million lifetime views and has generated over 750 million impressions. Well, let's see how much money it's made. Additionally, the Innuendo Studios moniker for contract work, including writing, animating, a PSA, voting reform for California, approves consulting, narrative design for Pixel Spill Games, writing. Okay, so this is just nothing. This is a fucking terrible resume. Holy shit, dude. Like, if I had to quit YouTube tomorrow, at least I don't have a gap in my resume. This guy's got nothing to show for it.
Maybe that's an option. I have to see what's out there. But at least for the next month or so, kind of my mindset is to live my life with the question, what if I was?
I thought this was a giant dildo for a second. Did you see this out of the corner of your eye? Does anybody see this? It looks like a giant dildo.
A YouTuber. Like, how would I spend my time? Where would I put my energies? What would I work on if you didn't always have that gnawing feeling of like, I should be working on my video? What would my home look like? What would my social life look like? How would my free time look? Free time is a concept.
What kind of car does this guy drive? I am so enthralled.
We're just gonna see what that's like. So maybe part-time work, maybe the channel sticks around in some capacity, maybe I'll do something that leaves me energy on the weekends.
Okay, so he doesn't stream.
Maybe I'll collaborate with people. But right now I'm not promising anything. I've been doing this for 11 years. And it's weird to say that
how many videos?
It is the most financially stable I've ever been, because
what?
When I started.
Wait, the most financially stable you've ever been is in debt for 7 years? Oh, what a disaster. Oh, check out FD Signifier's new video. Dude, this guy's got no videos on his channel. What is this? He has 79 total videos in 7 years. This is like a Bo Blaxian disorder. He posts twice a month?
This job, I was only a year or two off of food stamps, but it's just never made the kind of income that lets you trust that you're going to be able to cover your expenses 3-4 months.
I feel bad for him. He sounds truly defeated. This guy was defeated when he started. This guy's been defeated for 7 years.
From now.
I don't feel. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for this fucking retard getting $155,000. How? How could you feel bad for him? The idiots open their wallets. Oh my god, dude! What the fuck?
I have no savings.
You know what's gonna happen? They've just prolonged his failure. They've held him, they've pushed him up further, and he is still in free fall. It's like somebody jumped out of a plane without a parachute, and God plucked him up and put him 36 more feet in the air. This guy's gonna be fucking in debt in a year. This guy, you know what's gonna happen? I'm calling it now. This guy's gonna forget he has to pay taxes on this GoFundMe money. That's what's gonna happen here. When all's said and done, he's gonna pay this off, spend the other half, and he's gonna be the exact same hole he was in when the tax man comes knocking and asks him where the other fucking $60,000 is. That's what's gonna happen. I guarantee it. I'm calling my shot. I'm Babe Ruth here. Babe Ruth in this bitch, pointing to deep right field. That guy is gonna forget that he has to pay taxes on this.
There's nothing for retirement. I owe more than I make in a year. outside of a few big names, probably almost all of your favorite YouTubers are doing worse than you think. So for the time being,
Do not feel pressure to donate to me. I'm doing just fine.
I'm gonna leave the Patreon turned on at least for like a few months. There's a bunch of stuff I do on Patreon that like I haven't even announced it here on YouTube.
Dude, why doesn't this guy just make like Bo Black's went homeless 32? I don't understand. What's going on here? Why not do tips your expose number 5? All right, you'll be set for life. Also, thanks guys for hitting the goal during this guy's fucking poverty speech.
I've been doing it for like a year and change now. I do these.
Is this the iDubbbz video? This is the future iDubbbz video. This is the video iDubbbz will make before his career ends.
Little projects where like I have a film randomizer list. It's like a list of this year's list is like 36 movies where I hit shuffle on Letterboxd and watch whichever one comes up first and try to get through the whole list by the end of the year.
Recommend
and I write little
Nicholas
reviews.
DeOrio.
This is iDubbbz
latest
post-divorce.
Them or
When Anissa Jomha runs off with Chris Ray Gun. That's what's going to be happening here.
I have like a video game cabinet. Just games I'm trying.
Oh my god, dude, he's got an arcade.
recommend watching
He's got an
Nicholas
arcade,
DeOrio's
chat.
latest video.
I fucking called it. He has a fucking arcade in his house, dude. Holy shit. Wait, he's also named Ian?
And watch whichever one comes up first and try to get through the
He's trying to sell his
What's the name of
arcade.
the guy,
full list by the end of the year.
Orbiter,
And I
Nick
write little
Oreo,
reviews for them.
Mr. Oreo.
Or I have like a video game cabinet, just games I'm trying to get through before the end of the year. I do a reading log.
Wait, he's not trying to sell it? It's a video game Oh, maybe he means like a cabinet full of games? But I assume when you say cabinet, you're talking about an arcade.
I make a
on Nicholas DeOrio.
playlist, a 6-song playlist every month that I share with patrons. And I've really
Also, he's got like the lefty beard. He like this is dude, you know what this is?
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's
This looks like
latest video.
testosterone riddled Wick. Like Wick has like beefed up or whatever. It looks a little bit more manly. You know, it literally looks like Wick.
enjoy doing that, and it doesn't take a ton of time
It's like Wick and Vosh
this really
fused with
Wally?
Chud Logic's future
and
hairline.
energy. So like I'm probably gonna keep doing that. And there's a project I do with Willow from the channel Questing Refuge. I also haven't.
Yeah, dude, all these guys look
I
exactly the
recommend
same.
watching Nicholas DeOrio's
Is it
latest
racist
video.
to say that like I can't tell the difference between DJ Mule, Vosh, Chud Logic, Wick? It's like beard archetype, bald man number 3. Oh, I guess Vosh has his hair for now.
announced this on YouTube yet. It was supposed to be part of this.
Is this going to be you in
The
1
goat.
year?
Thank you
No,
for the
I don't have the
$5, my
beard.
man.
I'm fat guy archetype. I'm like Vito. Who like there's a fat guy archetype and there's bearded man archetype. I'm part of fat guy archetype.
Patreon relaunch that I guess I'm not doing anymore.
Nicholas, the goat.
But
Thank you for
we
the
are doing
$5, my
weekly
man.
adventure game reviews. I have a list of 50 games and like a really overly complicated rating system. I'm trying to make like a 50 game adventure game tier
Dude, this guy's so fucking lazy. He can't finish video games while he's fucking $80,000 in debt. This guy can't even play Sonic Adventure 2 like Bo Black's.
list. And so these little 1-minute reviews that we release every Monday.
Yeah, there's like the tipster Vito YouTuber with like Star Wars memorabilia, fat guy behind you. Like that's the other archetype.
And that's over on Nebula, but also patrons, like every month I do a supercut of all the ones I did that month, so like patrons
I
get that as well.
recommend
Willow and I
watching
work
Nicholas
well together.
DeOrio's latest video.
Writing and
iDubbbz gonna be
graphics
in
are
the
what
same homeless shelter with Bo Blacks sharing the Switch too and seething about you.
Oh god, and Bo Black's is funny too because he's like there's the foreclosure thing that's looming over his head. As long as that hasn't been fucking solved already by now. I don't know, there's like the court thing that popped up. And he's like putting money down on a Switch 2 in Canada.
comes easy for me, and editing is always kind of a slog, and they're like the exact opposite.
Editing is always a
Yourself,
slog.
Captain
Have you considered not being a video essay
Nicholas
YouTuber?
DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout.
Dude, I thought editing was a slog too. Now I'm a streamer. I did something else.
Like
You
editing
can't be a YouTuber who hates editing.
comes really easy for them,
Or you could pay in debt.
and they always get like have a really hard time with writing. So
Yeah, how could it be a slog? You post twice a month.
that project has been actually surprisingly like easy for both of us. So I'm gonna see that through to the end of the year, and there'll be like a supercut of all 52 videos.
What?
You know, intro, 50 reviews, and conclusion that'll hit YouTube January of 2026 when that's done. So like I'm gonna see that through. Had a lot of stuff I was working on that I don't know when or if it will come out.
Nicholas, The
had this like
goat.
really big
Thank
thing
you for
I've been
the
working on for a few
$5,
years
man.
about neo
Like, if you're a bread tuber right now and you can't find a way to make money during a Trump administration, I think that you literally should quit. I don't even think you should try to work. I think you should just quit. I think you should just become homeless. Like, dude, this is the most financially lucrative time for you. It's a Trump administration that's highly criticized.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you
Dude,
for the $5.
in the middle, dude,
my
you're a
man.
bread tuber in the middle of tariff season, bro. There's so much content to make right now.
and I had something about Disco Elysium that was kind of becoming a manifesto on what I wanted the channel to be in 2025, having wrapped the alt-right playbook.
Dude, literally, the Trump
They were like-
administration is like BreadTube's equivalent to someone releasing a content cop. You can just ride through for the next 4 years. It is literally red panty season. You could make so much fucking money talking about it.
There was this thing on
What's the name of the guy?
It's like a content
Keemstar
cop drops
Orbiter?
every
Nick
single
Oreo.
day.
Mr. Oreo.
Tuned in late and didn't realize this was Innuendo Studios until listening to his voice. Couldn't have happened to a worse guy.
I don't even know the
Enjoy
lore
sleeping
on this
pavement,
guy.
You lefty freak.
on Wick that I wanted to get
Did you just say Wick?
out this month before Ballerina. There's like 3 or 4 protagonies. I was just thinking about art where, following the election, I wanted to do this thing about art where
Like, I don't even think Ethan Klein would be mad at you. Why don't you just make videos saying that he's like a fucking crazy Zionist? Unironically, if like we'll all understand if money is really that big of a problem. Just call Ethan Klein a Zionist. You can at least get back on your feet, dude. Holy shit.
the good guys lose and then life goes on, because that felt really resonant. That all this stuff. So
Is
that'll
Dark Vibe EU a
come out if
virgin?
it comes out.
No, I am not.
I don't know.
Why
if any of
would
that will
so
come out,
many people be Googling that?
in any form. I hate to let anything go to waste, but I don't know what to do with it. I mean, none of it's done. We'll see, is all I can say. I also intended been meaning to do this for a while, but when I finished the alt-right playbook, I had like...
The what? The alt-right playbook? When did you start working on that? In 2017?
made a decision
Oh my god, the alt-right playbook.
after the re-election that I just wanted to wrap it, which meant kind of jumping to the end. I had a few scripts still unproduced.
Dude, he's been working on the alt-right playbook for so long, Jews became hated in the time that it took for him to finish the video. So he probably had to rewrite huge segments of it when he goes over anti-Semitism to account for all of his friends.
Guy, Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
It's like when a drama YouTuber works really hard on a long project and a well-respected YouTuber becomes like extremely like criticized and hated midway through the scripting process, so they have to go back and rewrite it. But they did that for Jews.
And my intent still is to release the unproduced scripts under Creative Commons license. And
Wait, he's gonna start dropping his video scripts so other people can make his videos for him when he retires?
also like a graphics pack of a bunch of like at least like the base graphics, the little dupes. So anyone who wants to use the title The Alt-Right Playbook to produce...
Wow, I get the trademark. I can create the alt... Guys, we're gonna start the new alt-right playbook series.
those scripts.
It's where we just dog whistle the whole episode.
is welcome to, provided you release
Dude, it's Creative
the
Commons.
same Creative Commons license. That's a thing I've been meaning to do
Dude, he's got this shit trademarked?
for a little while. It's just been wrapped up doing other stuff.
Yo, should I spend my weekend making the video, like reading this guy's script and then creating the video?
So I'll probably still do that. And I will post a GoFundMe. I was going to do like a big like fundraiser and live stream and everything to try to see if I could raise the money from the community to help pay off the debt. I'm not going to...
Could you imagine doing a fundraiser live stream to pay off your retarded debt? This is so fucking disgusting. This is actually disgusting behavior.
do all that now, but I will post a GoFundMe if anyone...
Anyway, guys, we are just 2 donations away from hitting the goal.
If anyone wants to help me pay down that debt, I mean, like, bankruptcy is not
I can't
necessarily
believe
the
they
only
fucking did it.
way of dealing with it. And when you file for bankruptcy, you have to pay some of it. And so I have to have...
Let me see your phone. How many fucking things do you have in WWE fucking soldiers or whatever the fuck that game is?
some chunk of money. And there's also a thing called an offer in compromise where you like...
Dude, why don't you just get a Fortnite creator code, dude? Code DeOrio in the item shop, bro.
basically offer them a percentage of the debt you owe and see if they'll accept it. And you have to pay that in a lump sum.
This guy's gonna get like 15
What's the
credit
name of
cards to
the
move his
guy
debt
from
around.
Keemstar Orbiter,
I've done
Nick
H
Oreo,
bomber guy, but the
Mr.
H stands
Oreo.
for homeless.
Done that with collections agents before. So if anyone wants to contribute to that, you can also still back the Patreon, even if it's just like if you just want to think of it as a thank you.
Well, dude, if you need hot sauce on the cheap, you can buy Ricky's famous hot sauce and use code CarlLost to save some money.
And I thank you as well. You can do that. Links to both of those, I guess, will be down there. And if anyone out there would like to hire the services of Ian from Innuendo Studios, and you're offering something that at least has health insurance, I'll also put a resume and contact info in the down there part. So,
dream big, buddy.
I don't think I'm disappearing. Whatever I'm doing, I'm always going to be making stuff, and this is where I have a particular
It's
audience.
like the reality is being a YouTuber hasn't bankrupted you. Having zero ambition and like no sense of financial responsibility has bankrupted you. And you know who bailed you out? These fucking idiots. You're the reason I signed up for Patreon 10 years ago. Well, it seems like you've wasted your money, sir. Absolutely no shame in struggling. No, there should be shame in this. Going to your audience to ask them to support you more because you're financially illiterate is like stupid. This is a stupid thing that you're doing here. You're brilliant. You're a sharp writer. I know you'll find a way to get back on your feet. We all do. Dude. Like, it's one thing if you make a bad financial decision and go on YouTube and grind for a month to fix it. Okay? It's another thing when you make it your
Nicholas,
audience's problem.
The goat. Thank you for the $5,
You know? There's a
man.
difference between, oh, I need money, I gotta make some YouTube content, and doing it like a normal person. And there's a difference between that and making it your audience's problem and making a video being like, I am poor, I'm a poverty-stricken loser. Please bail me out of it. The fact that your GoFundMe is well over $100,000 and only 1.3, and all this is all like they took money that could have gone to like fucking Palestine or like cancer research to bail this guy out. That's so fucking funny. Ian, I'm so sorry. Your work has always been wonderful. I truly hope for the best. Sending all the love your way. You're going to come through this and come out stronger. You know what makes people come out stronger? Consequences for their actions. You know what reinforces their current system? When people bail them out. You rule, Ian. You deserve all the support you receive. No, he doesn't. He doesn't post enough to deserve the support. Jar interviewed Bo Blacks. Jar reached out for me to interview him, and I thought that would be like bullying a disabled man, so I chose not to do it because I didn't want to. No offense to Jar, I just don't really think willingly getting in a phone call with me is a good idea for him at this point. So I took the high road and did not get in the call.
Nicholas, the goat.
So I did.
Thank you
Yeah,
for the
but Bo
$5,
Blacks apparently
my man.
did, which is going to be probably Kino content. Your alt-right playbook playlist and Rubicon, dude, has been massively influential. What?
And you know what else is massive?
All right, we're almost done with this. We're going to move on. Your videos inspired me from homelessness to a PhD. Well, that just means that you're like significantly smarter than this guy. Is there a Reddit thread associated with this? I'm going to look this up. Innuendo I've never heard of this guy. And by the way he uploads, I don't think that's really shocking. Let's see what they said on Reddit. Oh, good. Oh, good. There's a huge thread about it. Amazing. For those who don't know his name, he's most famous for the alt-right playbook. He said he'd been running a channel at a loss and is in the middle of dealing with a lot of debt.
Is this really
I hope he finds his feet. His content was really educational. He is one of the only Gamergate recaps not made by a Gamergater. His alt-right playbook is fantastic. By the way, this is a YouTube drama subreddit, not a BreadTube subreddit, but there's a lot of overlay here. LT Star, how do you keep coming back in this chat? You're like a crazy person. Bye.
Nicholas, the
I
goat.
feel bad. My
Thank you
first
for the
reaction
$5,
was,
my
wait,
man.
the channel isn't already in hiatus. But no, that's like the problem. That's why. He barely uploads anymore. The things he uploads aren't the same quality as his older content. He gave a talk about Gamergate at my university. I hope he can get everything resolved. Debt is so stressful. $40 donation, putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not paying his taxes for him. Innuendo Studio is one of the first channels on YouTube I subscribe to, but this whole scenario is appalling to me. The warm reception is even more surprising. He makes $4,000 a month on... What? How? He makes $4,000 a month on Patreon? Bro! He was making 1 to 2K before the money push? Bro, but these guys aren't producing anything. They just get $2,000 for pass and go? Okay.
Slimy Weasley.
Dude, these guys Uber Eats all their food. There's no way. There's no way.
Sends him the equal amount further in debt.
I agree that it's surprising how warm the reception is, but 4,000 a month and 1.3 million views a year is a drop in the bucket. No, but you're not understanding. You're missing everything.
Generational debt.
You're missing it. It's not that it's not enough money to pay off the debt. It's that it's crazy that he is in this much debt with like dude, if you're given $2,000 a month on Patreon and you're making content on YouTube, you theoretically should be fine. And so you just have to put in a little bit of effort. You could probably make it to the point where you're ahead in a couple of months.
Is this really lolly?
I agree with his sentiment. I get behind the idea, but the debt is from his taxes. The debt itself is by definition of taxes a drop in the bucket to his income. I've been a contractor myself. I know it's difficult to manage, but it's income you can't spend, and he obviously overspent.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can reasonably say this current situation is all that bad by any means. Just there's no good reason for a situation to ever gotten this point. His content has zero cost to make.
Nicholas,
zero reason why this guy needs to be spending so much money.
Thank you for the $5.
On unpaid. Yeah, he should be like giving. If he's gonna ask all these people for money, he should like do a house tour. I think that you should be required to do a house tour before you ask people for money like this, unless like there's a sick family member or something. Unless like his mom got cancer or something. I think you should be required to do a house tour before you start shilling this hard.
Thank you for the $5.
I need to know what car you drive before I even think of giving you a dime. Yeah, this is all. We're all doing it wrong. Yeah, literally. Unless he gets into a car accident and he's got absurd medical bills, or a family member, or his even like. Dude, I'll even throw this one out there. His dog swallows a fucking crayon or something and needs emergency surgery. I get it, dude. That's your dog. I understand. Okay, but like, bro, your taxes. Your taxes? His wife should get it. Wait, this guy's got a wife? You don't have to. It's completely fair. There's no way this guy's got a wife. There's no way he's got a... This is not a 2-income household. I can't believe that if that's the case. Yeah, I don't know. I love his content, but he does not have either the build or the work ethic for YouTube. Well, if he doesn't have the build or work ethic for YouTube... Did Coco eat a crayon? No, we've never had to get like dog surgery of any kind. But I mean, it happens and it's expensive when it does happen to people. 3 or so 10-minute videos a year when your full-time job is not reasonable. Wait, I assume these were hour long. Oh my God. He's posting 8-minute videos?
And I'm referring to...
Content warning. Fascist. Okay. No. This is a 2-minute video. Okay. Oh my God. They're not even hitting 10 minutes. This is not even 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. No, this guy doesn't deserve your money. He's obviously already got it, but okay.
Nicholas!
It does seem the
goat.
common reaction
Thank you
among
for the
people being
$5,
critical
my
is the
man.
work he put out was good, but there's not enough of it. Of course, the elephant in the room should be the fact that he did suffer a major back injury several years ago. That can dude, I wrote my videos. I wrote hour-long videos. You guys aren't going to believe this. It's psychotic, all right? I'm telling you the secrets, all right? I wrote my fucking hour-long videos in my iPhone's note app. You could lay on your stomach and write a fucking successful video, all right? That's how I did it. I would type my video out in my notes app on my phone, and I would put little brackets and say, insert this clip here. And then I would read from my phone notes app and do it in one take, and then edit that take down. That's how I made my video essays. You don't even have to sit in a chair all day to do this. I was literally laying on my bed or laying on the couch, typing out a video essay. So I I am so fucking confused. The subject matter for the All Right Playbook series provided a path that was direct and actionable. Outside of it, though, I noticed Ian's ideas are scattershot and none of them have led to much of a focus for his work. Like, one thing that Ian really has going for him, his voice and speaking manner are natural for a narrator. He's won the genetic lottery there. Yeah, if only he had, like, ambition. This guy's tripping. He uploads twice a year. Oh, that's been removed for misinformation. His Patreon pulls $50,000 a year. With his Patreon and a part-time job, he would make more than most people do in a solid middle-class lifestyle. Oh, is there anyone defending him in this? Law, the bulk of his debt is back taxes. This guy didn't pay his taxes and managed to get his fans to do it for him. Eckhart's Ladder. Oh, fuck! Wait, it's literally Eckhart's Ladder. Dude, this guy's everywhere. Ranger fan. Good dude. I hope. He was in the chat the other day. Where is it? This is what I said, and I got tore up in his video. On his video, the way he's running his channel is dumb. 3 to 5 videos a year is his full-time job. His content is well researched, but there's no way that he couldn't up his production, especially now when, you know, the alt-right. Yeah, literally, he's fucking on point. This is literally the time to up your content and make more money. Based on the video, he spends a ton of his time on his Nebula series. Every week, he plays a story-based video and makes a minute-long video about it. These games can be long as hell. What do you imagine playing The Last of Us 2 for 24 hours over the course of several days and then make a 1-minute video?
The GOAT.
He needs
Thank
to
you for the
go to work.
$5, my
I
man.
hope he chooses to stay on YouTube. Oh my god. I think his Patreon is pulling $3,050 previous to the bump today. So he's probably making $42,000 annual from Patreon. His YouTube ad revenue is a little harder to calculate. It's probably not much, unless his back videos were making a lot of money. I saw the video, saw all the comments of support, and was like, his videos are great. They're basically just narrated PowerPoints. That's what I noticed, and I watched it for 2 seconds. What was that video we pulled up? This one? This looks like a Zoom call.
So some quick prehistory. In 2012, feminist media critic Anita Sarkeesian ran a Kickstarter.
Who the fuck said this guy got generational vocal talent? You know what this sounds like? It sounds like I just went into Zoom call for a professor.
Campaign for a YouTube series on sexist tropes in video games. And partway through
I feel like I just walked into the worst college class of my life.
the campaign, 4chan found it and said,
Like, his audio quality is that of a teacher on a Zoom call at your university.
what if we ruined her life? And a lot of the male general gaming public joined in. And by ruin her life, I'm not just talking 150 angry tweets, including dozens of rape and death threats per week, though that was a thing. I'm talking...
This is a PowerPoint presentation. For context,
so all Kotaku had...
The best comparison I can make for this content is my early stream stuff. My early stream stuff was essentially a 1-hour PowerPoint, but I would do what he did here live. Like, if you go watch my... I think the DeOrio Josh Pescator stream is a good one. This is my old stream stuff. Where is this? And then we're going to move on, because I'm done after this. Here. If you look at my Josh Pescator stream, back when I was still doing videos or whatever, on my main channel, I would occasionally stream, right? This is a video that I made that is essentially a PowerPoint presentation. I had created OBS slides.
I'm not an undergrad.
And I would go through all... Yeah, this is literally the quality of his stuff. Where I talked over a thumbnail for a time.
Keep screwing. It's weird. That's a little bit weird. I got his money.
But I did it live. I took donations. They made probably way more money.
Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Someone's gonna reach out to him
and
try to like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's 4 years ago, but yeah, this guy sucks, dude. Holy shit! All right, filming with a potato, hitting you with. He basically was filming with a potato. He's basically paid off his debt with the GoFundMe. So yeah, this is my prediction here. This is what's gonna happen. He's gonna get $155,000 added to his fucking bank account. He's gonna, well, there's a cut that's gonna come out of this, so it's probably like $135,000. I don't know how much fucking GoFundMe takes or whatever. He's gonna spend 80 of it immediately to clear his debt, or 89 of it to immediately claim his debt, and then after that, he's gonna just buy a bunch of stupid nonsense, and then he's gonna wait. Oh fuck! I gotta pay taxes on this. And then he's gonna be back in debt for like $50,000. I think that's what's gonna happen. That's my guess here. It's probably how it's gonna go. It would be so fucking funny. It would be so fucking funny if that is the case, and then he comes back and goes, "I'm back in debt." So yeah. All right. Back to the main segment. We just did a complete deviation. I apologize. We just spent an hour on that, I think. Hassan Piker was detained by ICE. That's where we were. Oh, new thing right now. This happened after our stream. We promoted it, but it didn't happen while we were live. We watched Cameron F305's video, and it is officially, at this point, crossed the Creator Clash 2 video. Obviously, Creator Clash 2 made $0 for charity, but the post-stream attempts made about 100 and something, 180,000 or something on his stream that he did. And then up to this point, he'd begged his fans to like spend more money for charity on the video for the Merrimack Hall charity. Cameron on his Content Cop iDubbbz has outpaced that video. So congratulations. Cameron has defeated the great iDubbbz. I wrote, his therapist will be hearing about this. And then Cameron wrote back saying, Dr. Lipschitz is on the case. And then I actually this is Dr. Lipschitz from Suits. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, every time I reference him, this is the guy. That's Dr. Lipschitz. He will be hearing about this. Oh, Wavy, watched your video earlier. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Let's see. Is there any more Yeet stuff that I want to take a look at here? What? Why is Tectone watching Connor? What's going on today?
Dude. I have never watched a Minx video in my life on YouTube, but this drunken...
He's watching Twitter Versus?
Do you have an OnlyFans? Does Minx have an OnlyFans, out of curiosity, before I say this next comment? Is she one of those? Everybody know?
Oh, wait, Smaggle found the clip? Oh, dude, Smaggle's the top employee here. So this is the video. So wait, remember every time Hassan says... yeah, this is my favorite part. This is Hassan talking about his interview with the Houthi terrorist.
He's doing PR.
These are all provable lies. When Hassan initially interviewed the Houthi, it was framed as him being a terrorist.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism.
When Hassan asked if he was Houthi, the guy did not answer, instead referring to the Houthis' justification for pirating commercial ships.
I don't know if he is allowed to speak on this. I don't know if he's like actually a part of the groups at all, or just like simply a TikToker. You know what I mean? I don't know how to ask that in the best way possible, though.
Yeah, I feel like we can ask it pretty directly. His answer is he's a Yemeni who stands with Palestine.
Hassan will go on to greenlight the...
He dodged the question. The answer is no, I'm not a Houthi, by the way, if he's not a Houthi. So yeah, that's the context every time he talks about this, saying it's everybody else's fault that they think he fucking interviewed a Houthi, because like it's very clear he thought he was interviewing a Houthi, and he was kind of afraid to even ask when he was in the interview.
Fansley? Okay, great. So this drunken whore...
Jesus Christ!
Keeps on talking about me for like, what, 4 years after her fucking alcoholic tendencies ruined my debut in OTK, which I never shit on her for.
Nicholas!
Which I never shit on her for. But this dumb whore couldn't put down the fucking bottle while she was taking fucking meds during my OTK debut back in like fucking 2021.
Okay, so he's just going off on her. I don't think that's super relevant to what we're talking about. Really quickly, I want to shout out to Wavy Websurf. I love this guy. If you're not watching Wavy Websurf for your niche internet memes and stuff like that, you've like, I don't know what you're doing. Him and Justin Wang are an algorithm that you need to enter. if you're not watching internet history stuff. He did a clip with Tommy C, and it's very funny.
Judge, what are your thoughts on this Zoom video court?
Oh, I think it's completely ridiculous, and it's making a mockery out of the court system. I got folks calling in.
Dude, he got like a ton of YouTubers in this thing. June the King is here.
Here drinking, smoking, carrying on and acting a fool in ways I've never seen in my 30-year career as a judge. And my court's getting worse every day because of these knuckleheads.
Judge W. Surf.
With this virtual Zoom stuff, people just letting caution to the wind. Like, there's no decorum at all.
Dude, there needs to be more content related to, like, Zoom court hearings. I feel like that was a huge thing, and there was a lot of funny shit that was happening to the point where people were faking it, but there's no, like, retrospective videos going through, like, all of the Zoom courtroom memes.
In the courtroom anymore. I've seen some absurd...
Unless that's what this video was. In which case, it might already exist. I don't know the context of this.
Absurd things over the last couple of years.
Hello, Your Honor.
Did you forget to flush the toilet again?
Fucking shut up! Get off my back, bitch!
Now this is a serious... Boy, if you don't stop
Do you know BG Cumby? What did BG Cumby do? He didn't do anything bad, but he was... I actually, by the way, if you guys don't know, BG Cumby is actually another member of the Delta Kappa Epsilon fraternity. I actually found that out. I didn't know BG Cumby is in like another chapter of the fraternity I was in college, which is actually fucking hilarious. Small fucking world, dude. It's me, BG Cumby, and the people from Yale who chanted "No means yes" and "Yes means anal." So yeah, they're within high fucking quality of people, I guess.
Drink, this ain't your mama's house.
Excuse me, Mr. Judge, sir. You can order my balls in your mouth, or you're going to be held in contempt of my dick.
Don't make me slime you out.
This is out of control. He's threatening the court.
Your Honor, with respect, if pleasuring a man under a bridge is a crime, then I'm guilty, okay? We used to live in
I don't know the Dantavius guy, but I've heard he's funny.
free society.
We had one guy call into a Zoom
Oh, this is the one. This is why we're here. Check this out.
hearing from the state hospital. Well, I've got some good news for you. I got a letter here from psychiatry that says you're ready to be released from the state hospital. They say you're normal again. Now, I'll be happy to give you your 5 years time served, and you'd be on your way. All you gotta do is agree to the court that you'll get a job when you get out.
Dude, it's every YouTuber. It's literally every YouTuber. Holy shit. It's every bread tuber who's run out of money.
Come to find out that boy didn't want to leave the state hospital.
I thought that was great. Dude, I love Wavy. Wavy's the only YouTuber that I've like not been fucking skeeved out at the concept of having him in my house. I did see this one. We're going to cover this in the next section. The CBP that detained Hassan were hate watchers, slop tubers, and fascist propaganda. Apparently, because of the CPS allegations and shit, they're just saying the drama YouTubers are the reason that Hassan got randomly selected at the fucking airport or some shit. I have to look into this. We have stuff tonight to look at in the beginning. I don't really know what happened. But yeah, this is your fucking programming. If you want a clean rip, it's on Twitter. You can download it. We have a vintage URR tonight planned, actually. Someone pointed out that I did pick the picture of Destiny that has the corn rows. Not the corn rolls, the corn rows. If anything, I'm gonna get canceled for that. What the hell is the vintage URR? Dude, the Saberspark allegations, bro. We gotta do the show. We gotta do our iconic show that all of H3 Snark has been discussing. I understand that some people are tired of the Ethan Hassan Destiny cycle, and none more than Chud Logic. Do you remember this video? I saw some really fucking creepy comment under this tweet today. Where the fuck was it? Holy shit. No, not... What is this? I hate that I'm viciously attracted to this girl. She's very annoying, but boy, does she have some nice qualities. Yeah, look. See, I don't mind this one popping back up every once in the blue because I love those titties. Like, what the fuck? What a weird fucking thing to write under somebody's tweet. But I posted, this is like, I'm the fucking this person, and then Chud Logic is angrily watching as I consume more Ethan Hassan Destiny slop. On every live stream, dude. This is literally fucking me, dude. Every time. Dude, Ethan's making another video this weekend, guys. Woo! Let's cover more! And then Chud is like aggressively watching from the background, like, fuck you, dude. Apparently Chud Logic got into it with Tectone. Tectone said that Chud's Frogan. I gotta be honest with you, my take on that is that Tectone is mad about probably a DK thumbnail. And he's ranting about it because Chud Logic was not very kind to him about the situation with his dad. So I have to imagine that's why he's saying that, but I mean, Tectone is completely out of pocket. That's like an insane comparison. Fucking Chud Logic is nothing like Frogan. DK stays winning. DK is the most triggering video editor ever. of all time. If you go to look at the Chud Logic YouTube channel, actually, I think Chud Logic Noir is like the new home for outrageous titles. I think his newest shit that he's been posting over there is, let's take a look. Obsessed loser possible pervert with a picture of Jax Films' face. Carl Jobst has been gruesomely raped by Billy Mitchell is another one. Jake Weddle came out as trans, no seer. Actually, I think that did happen, right? Lyrics is trying to hide his pedophilic past is another one. Like, these are just like outrageous pieces of metadata, you know? Let me see this. On the actual Chud Logic channel, this is DK who's doing this. Yeah, this is probably, if I had to guess, this is the answer right here. Let me make it a little bigger so you can actually focus in on the correct thumbnail. Tectone sobs on stream when exposed for rapist father. If I had to guess why he's upset, he probably saw the video, the edited photo of him sobbing at the thought of his... Go to the Down syndrome one? Where? Everyone hates him. Was she lying? Give me more food, greedy pig. Jesus Christ. I was watching Chud the other day, and what did he say? He goes, Spencer has an evidence-shaped belly right now, while Mama Max is saying he has nothing to show. Dude, he's just fucking crazy. It's very funny. But some of the, I mean, I can imagine why that people are mad about this metadata. And it's very good for getting people in. It has definitely started drama, so it's very successful at doing it. I remember you losing your shit at that. Yeah. Pyrocynical can't stop exposing his freak fetishes. Jake Weddle DMs a minor. These are more reasonable. Where is the Down syndrome one? Someone said there was a Down syndrome thumbnail. I'm not seeing it. Did Chud cover like the person who faked being Down syndrome for content? Jesus, that Bo Blacks one is like a very clickable thumbnail. Mentally ill. Did you see that? There was some like beauty influencer who like tried to fetishize Down syndrome and like use photo editing or something. That I don't know how accurate that is, so I'm not gonna like name. Not that I even know whose name they were, but I'm pretty sure it's on Noir. There was someone who was like fetishizing Down syndrome and was using a face filter. Asmongold is a wretched beast. What is that? Holy shit. Yeah, for OnlyFans. Cheated on... What else? Shut up and get in the $3,000 inflatable kink suit. Oh, Down syndrome girls are out of control. Jesus. Taking over Instagram. Would you date a 20-year-old Down syndrome girl? Wow, okay. There's a lot of girls doing that. It's odd. It's an odd tactic, I'd say. But I mean, people monetize everything now. Everything is monetizable. I think that didn't the Down syndrome thing start with the video where she's like, I can't drink because you say I'm not allowed to drink. And I can't do that, and I can't have sex because you say I'm not allowed to have sex or something. I could have sworn there was like some viral video that went around where everyone was like, damn, you slave queen.